Guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Pink Sweets with a 1 instead of an I. So today I am so excited. I decided that I wanted to start a Disney villains series on my channel. And I decided that each week I'm going to choose a different Disney villain and I'm going to collab with somebody different who is also going to choose a different Disney villain than I am. And I'm going to create a eye look around the character. And the other person today, it's Allyson Krauss. I'm so excited. She's my first collab for this series. Is also choosing her own Disney villain character to create an eye look after. So please go check out Allyson's look. I'm not going to tell you what character she chose. You're going to have to go find out for yourself. Show her some love. Subscribe to her channel. Let her know I sent you. And I'll tell you in a second what character I chose for this week. But before I do, I also want to give a shout out to Fiona and Scott's Adventures. So they are a channel that I found and subscribed to, and they're subscribed to me, and they are so sweet and so supportive. They're a couple and they go to different theme parks, and specifically, you know, to Disney theme parks, and they go and they have the most amazing vlogs, and I just love watching them. Like, I could just watch one after the other, and that's what I've actually done. I've just binge watched them. But they're the most amazing, sweet people in the world, and I hope that you guys will go subscribe to them as well. So they are actually going to be going to some of the places that are themed after the Disney villains that they went this past weekend, and they went to certain, what are they called, attractions that are themed after the villains that we're creating. So I definitely want you guys to go check out their channel as well. I will have Allyson and Fiona and Scott's Adventures both in a card above and linked in the description box down below. Please go subscribe to both channels and let them know that I sent you and show them some love because they're awesome. So today I'm going to be doing Scar from The Lion King. He is one of my favorite Disney villains, and I knew that I wanted to do him as soon as I decided to do this series, which I've been thinking about doing it for a few months. And when I decided I wanted to do it, I was going on Instagram and I was going on YouTube to get some inspiration. And I'm going to link another channel, Emma Fleming. She is a person that I watch from time. Well, I found her channel when I was researching what I wanted to do for my channel. And she also did Disney villains on her channel a while back. And so I got some of the idea, well, one of the ideas from one of her videos, so I wanted to definitely give credit, which is I did block out part of my brow to give the illusion of a scar because I'm doing Scar from The Lion King, and I thought that was a genius idea. So I went ahead and I decided to incorporate that into my Scar look. So I'm going to be doing an eye look just based around the colors of Scar. And yeah, that's what we're going to do today. And each week, like I said, on Tuesdays, I will be doing a different Disney villain and collaborating with a different person, sometimes the same people, and creating different eye looks based on the Disney villains. So if you want to see how I do this, then let's get started. So first, I'm going to take my Conceal and Define from Makeup Revolution, and I'm just going to put that all over my lids to give a nice, even canvas. I keep having an issue finding. I had like 20,000 beauty sponges, and I have no clue where they've gone, and I just dropped one. Hold on one second. Okay, I had to go get a different one because I'm not going to put that one that I just dropped on my eyes. So I'm just going to pat that out. And I decided for this look that it was a good idea to go into the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, like the original one, because a lot of people have it. Oh, I'm forever dropping things, you guys. Could do a whole video on everything I've dropped. I'll tell you a funny story in a second. But so this is it. It's very dirty. I think this is like probably the worst choice for packaging for a palette. But even the inside has gotten kind of dusty. But I'm going to use this palette because it has a lot of oranges. It has a lot of browns. It has a black. It even has some greens, which, hold on. I need that face powder. My face powder. Okay, let's get it together on you. So It has some greens, not quite the tones I think I want to use. I might incorporate some of those, but Scar, because he has green eyes, I'm definitely going to be using green, and it's my favorite shade to put on my own eyes. So the first shade I'm going to go into, I believe, is called Pukey. Great name for an eyeshadow, but it's an orange, and I'm going to put that in the crease. I don't know all the shade names because the palette does not have the shade names on it. That is one thing that I wish that Morphe would do, is put the shade names in the actual palettes. They did it for the Vault. I don't know why they don't do it for anything else, but that's like my one complaint. So when I think of Scar in The Lion King, I think of, like, you know, safari colors. I think of, and specifically with him, I think of like orange, and he has like that dark chocolate colored, almost black colored mane. So, and then he has the bright green eyes. And he is definitely one of my favorite Disney villains. And I wanted to choose some Disney villains that weren't like the typical ones too. And I also wanted to leave, you know, some of the more popular ones, I guess, for other people that I'm collabing with to choose from, just because, you know, people have their favorites, and Scar is one of mine. The Disney villain that actually scared me the most as a kid was the two cats from Lady and the Tramp. I don't know why, but just the way they sang that We Are Siamese song always scared the bejeebies out of me, so I don't know why I just said bejeebies either. So, story about dropping things. So I always drop things on my channel. We're going to go into just like a medium tone brown and put that a little bit lower than that shade. I always drop things on my channel, as you guys know. And I don't really edit my videos, so I leave everything in, all the funny moments and stuff like that. So there was one video, you can go back and watch it. I think it was one of my videos with the Life's a Drag palette from Lunar Beauty, I think. I'm not positive, but anyhow, so in that video, well, in a previous video, I dropped my Nefri highlighter from Jeffree Star. Now I'm just going into a darker brown. And I had dropped it on to the floor, and it had shattered, and I had bought a new one. Well, apparently I forgot to take out the one that I had dropped. Like, I forgot to put it either in the trash or put it to, I actually ended up repressing it, but I forgot to take it out of rotation. And I thought I was opening the new one on camera, and you can still see this video because it's on my channel. But I literally took it, and it just, the whole thing just went into my lap. And I was wearing a dress in the video, and so it just went right into my lap, like into my dress. And the look on my face, like, the reason I remember this is because I was just talking with Allyson about this earlier today. And it literally just went ploop, right into my dress. And I just looked at the camera, and I think I explained in the video, like, what had happened. And then I literally just kept going. And I was taking my brush and dipping it into my lap to use the highlighter, because why not? So that's just a little funny story about, you know, about dropping stuff. So if you drop something and break it, make sure you don't have it in with the rest of your makeup, because that was not fun to clean up afterwards at all. I don't use this Jaclyn Hill palette all that much. I see other people create gorgeous looks with it, and for some reason on me, like, I don't know, I just don't feel like that ends up happening most of the time. Maybe it's because on myself I don't love neutrals most of the time, but I'm just dipping into some darker browns, and then I'm going to go in and deepen it up a little bit with a black, and then cut the crease, and then we'll add the green. So, but yeah, I could not believe when that whole highlighter, like, because it was a brand new highlighter when I broke it, just about, and the whole thing had shattered, and it was, I mean, it was shattered into a million pieces. So when all that highlighter dust fell into my lap, I was like, well, might as well use it on my face. All right, now I'm dipping into, it's actually not really a black, it's like more of a very, very dark plum shade, but it'll do the same thing. I cannot wait to see what Allyson creates, because I have not seen what she has created, but I know what character she's doing, and I'm really excited to see what she creates. And let me know down below if you guys have any other ideas for a series. A while back, I had done I'd started a Steven Universe series because my brother loves Steven Universe, and I think I got through half the characters I was going to do, and then I don't know what happened. I think I just got kind of busy with other stuff I wanted to record, and I haven't gone back to it, but this one, I'm going to keep going. I think I probably would have kept going with the other one if I had been more of a Steven Universe fan myself. It's not that I don't like Steven Universe, it's just I've never seen it. Well, and that's not true. I've seen a few episodes, but not enough that I think I was like really that excited about it. I just wanted to do it for my brother, so maybe I'll go back and finish it. But let me know if you want to see. I know some people have done like Disney Princess. I don't know. I definitely wanted to do Disney villains because I think they have more interesting colors that you can work with. I'm just going to do a half cut crease. I love watching vlogs, by the way, that people do. And I just love watching Fiona and Scott go to the different parks. I have been to Disney once myself, when I was younger. I'm not a big ride person. I don't love roller coasters and stuff like that, but I know that there's way more to do at Disney than just rides, so I would definitely like to go back. I'm going to take my pencil brush, and I think I'm going to dip first into the Jaclyn Hill palette. Has like this dark, sparkly, almost gray type of green, and I'm just going to put that right along the edge. And then we're going to go in with like a really bright green. Well, like a chartreusey green. Because Scar's eyes are almost like, I don't know, like a very bright, almost yellowy green. Like a chartreusey green. Is chartreusey even a word? Also, let me know down below what your favorite Disney villain is. Because if I don't have a plan to do it, or if nobody that I'm collabing with has yet decided to do it, maybe I'll do it. And then I'm going to go into Sugar Pill Moneymaker. I always want to call it Dirty Money, but that's a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick, I think. Either that or Money Honey, but that's a MAC lip gloss and a song from Lady Gaga. I'm full of useless information. I have so much packing to do. Actually, I refuse. I refuse to bring too much stuff with me this time. I always bring so much stuff when I go on trips. And the last time I went for the weekend for my brother's wedding, I did so well with packing my makeup and stuff. Maybe not clothes. I think I still brought too many clothes, but I did so much better with makeup, and I think this time I'm going to do even better with clothes. And I definitely don't even need to bring that much makeup if I don't want to, because my friend Darcy, who we're staying with, she has almost as much makeup as I do, so I could probably bring nothing and be fine, but I know that I want to bring some of my new items in case I want to film with them, or just in case I want to do my makeup with them. Alright, so now I'm going to dip into, I have this eyeshadow in front of me. It's one of the Melt Cosmetics ones, and it's just a black, and I'm just going to deepen that up just a little bit more. I really like these colors together. That's what's fun about doing these kinds of things, is like you come up with color combinations that you never would have thought of. Okay, there we go. So that is it, I think, for now for the upper. Where am I going nuts? I wish you guys could see how much stuff I have in front of me. I literally, oh, there it is. Like, I set out the foundation I wanted to use, and I completely lost track of it. I'm going to go in with the Dr. Jart, hold on, what's it called? Dr. Jart BB Disapore Beauty Balm. That's a mouthful. And I'm going to try really hard not to drop my, okay, let's put those over there. I literally almost dropped my Marc Jacobs bronzer. That would have been bad. I hardly ever use that thing, which is sad. It's a coconut bronzer, and I had to have it when it came out, but I honestly don't think it works any better than the butter bronzer. So, see how I did the cut? Doesn't look the best, but it's not the worst either. I don't like this brush. This is the Morphe M505. The new one that I got from the Jaclyn Hill collection, well, from the new Jaclyn Hill collection, like, works much better and appears much softer than the regular one. I don't know if that's just me, but this one is kind of, I'm going to switch. That one is a little bit scratchy, and I don't like scratchy when it comes to brushes. Put a little bit more foundation. And this brush is really, really soft. I like to just get it a little bit wet. And then, yeah, that's much better. Much softer, and it just spreads the product better. I have like orange eyeshadow on my fingers. I make a mess when I do my makeup. Let me know down below if you're the same way, or if it's just me alone in the world making a mess with my makeup. What is that? There we go. Okay. And then I don't think I need concealer. I keep looking at myself in the monitor. No, I think I'm all right with concealer, except my little mixture of powder is empty. I'm just going to use the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder today in the shade 10. I have the shade 10 and I have the shade 5, and either one will work for me. If I want a really light under eye, then that was a lot of powder. If I want a really light under eye, then 5 is what I use, but both work just fine. And this powder, it was $5 at Walmart, the Maybelline powder, and it literally works better than any of the expensive powders I've bought. I would have to say out of all of them, it's my favorite. Okay, now that I have powder everywhere, I'm going to take a big powder brush. Dust it off. I got it in my hair. I always, no matter what I do, I get foundation in my hair, and I can't stand it. It drives me up the wall. Okay, we're going to use the Marc Jacobs bronzer because we have it. So this is what it looks like. I do like the shade. It's very cool toned. It smells good, not as good as the butter bronzer. And I feel like this bronzer is going to last me for a lifetime because it's huge. But that also makes me not want to take it with me when I go somewhere. And I don't know, I just don't reach for it as much. This is the Morphe JH02. It reminds me of the Marc Jacobs brush. Or no, the Tom Ford brush that I refuse to buy. Because it's like $100 for one brush. Okay, and then for highlighter, we're going to go in with the Heart Defensor highlighter from e.l.f., which has become literally one of my favorite highlighters ever. e.l.f., you need to make it permanent. And I just mix the two shades together. I just love it. And it's so inexpensive. I just love this thing so much. I'm definitely going to buy a backup of it. I was trying to decide in a previous video if I wanted to, and because I've gotten out of the habit of buying backups, but you better believe I'm going to buy a backup of this. Okay. And then I'm going to go into my little, whatever this, there goes my highlight brush, my little Too Faced Trio into that blush. I'm trying to use some of these up. These are things I bought backups of. Did not need them. Probably don't need a backup of this e.l.f. highlighter either, but it's just so good. I wonder how long it would take to use up a highlighter if you literally used it every single day. Just one highlighter. Maybe I should try that. All right, I'm going to go into my 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil from Urban Decay in the shade Smog. My one chameleon, his name is actually Smog, but spelled differently because it's spelled like the dragon from the Hobbit movies. This is just a really pretty, like, kind of bronzy brown eyeliner. And then I'm going to go in with my little pencil brush, and I'm going to go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I think first I'm going to take that, no, I'm going to take the chocolatey brown shade. Can you hear my dogs? They either sleep while I'm filming or complain while I'm filming. Today they're complaining. That would be Suki. Suki, I hear your concerns. I'm almost done. And now I'm just taking a little bit of that orange and kind of going over top of it. I don't know what the heck she wants. I think she just wants me. And then I'm going to take that green and I'm going to bring that kind of around the inner corner. Her wine is like no other though. Okay. I was going to use this pigment, but I didn't. And then I'm actually going to go into the Kat Von D Metal Crush highlighting palette, which looks like this. And I'm going to take the middle shade, which is just a, you're not even going to be able to see it hardly, but it's just like a yellowy gold. I'm just going to pop that over top of that. Sorry about her whining. Suki, it's okay. I'm almost done. They already went outside. They already ate. They already had water. Not sure what she wants, but probably just me. All right, so I'm going to go into my NYX Matte Epic Ink Liner in black. And I'm just going to do a little wing. Oh my gosh, the struggle is real today with them. Or I'm going to do a big wing. I'm terrible at wings, so don't take after me. All right, maybe I'm not terrible, but I'm not great. And they never match, but I think today they actually kind of do because I went with my eyeshadow line, but... And then I'm going to take my oh my gosh, I almost dropped it. My Bad Gal Bang mascara. That I think I'm definitely going to repurchase. Or not repurchase, I didn't purchase this, but I'm going to purchase it. But again, I think I said this in a previous video, I'm going to purchase the smaller one. And then we gotta do lips and we're done. I also don't know what that buzzing sound is. I feel like they're doing construction outside. Who knows? Let me get some of this foundation and stuff off my hands and then off my lips. Now today I'm going to use something that I haven't used on my channel. I feel like the corner of my mouth, I always end up wiping away some foundation. Okay, I'm going to use one of these. I don't know which one yet, but they are the foiled lip glosses from Makeup Geek. I think I'm going to use the darker one. And I'm just going to line my lips real quick just to... This is the NYX liner in Nude Truffle. I literally almost went Nude Truffle. And then that would have been bad. I bought these lip glosses and I would not say I've gotten a lot of use out of them, but they're nice. They're just very pigmented, which scares me sometimes because a pigmented gloss can bleed all over the face. I don't think these do that though. Not as I can tell. I feel like sometimes my lips look uneven, but I'm just not one of those people that's going to go in with concealer and fix it all up. So let me spray my face and then we're done. All right, so this is my scar-inspired makeup look. I hope you guys like it, and I hope that you will definitely go check out Allyson, subscribe to her channel, and subscribe to Fiona and Scott's Adventures because they're awesome and I love their vlogs. So thank you guys so much for doing this collab with me. Thank you guys so much for watching this collab. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.